I seen this doing the rounds, and I seen I seen a few people talking about it, and it is a game that I was sort of like semi excited for. Back for Blood, which is sort of it's made by the same people that brought you Left 4 Dead, and the gameplay is pretty much exactly like Left 4 Dead. Beta players think they hear zombies yelling the N word, and I've seen some clips of some streamers that are playing the beta, and I can see where they're coming from. They aren't actually saying it, obviously, but it does just that sound it, See if you're not really paying attention and you just hear it, out the corner of your ear. You're like, wait, what? Like it does sound like it a little bit. Think they hear zombies yelling the N word. The Left 4 Dead like shooter has sound effects that are making people pause. Last night, while playing Back for Blood, whoops, on PS5, I was attacked by a large group of zombies. That's not surprising, it happens all the time in the game. What was shocking was hearing a sound clip from one of the zombies that made it seem like it was yelling out a racial slur. Based on viral videos making the rounds right now, I'm not the only one hearing that similarity. Other beta players say they're hearing the same thing. Zombies yelling the N-word. I mean, they are obviously, like, bear in mind, this is Kotaku, so they are going to embellish the absolute crap out of this. Like, I've heard it, and it is sort of just, it kind of sounds like it, but that's not what the zombie's doing. It's doing, like, this guttural, like, yeah, like noise like that, but it does kind of sound like that. Back 4 Blood is the latest game from original Left 4 Dead developers, Turtle Rock Studios. It plays a lot like Left 4 Dead, which isn't a bad thing at all. It plays almost exactly like Left 4 Dead, at least from the gameplay footage that I've seen. Kind of underwhelming, the gameplay, if I'm being honest. I was quite excited for this, but, whatever. 2021 games. Those older Left 4 Dead games were some of the best co-op games ever made. Yes, they were, but the undead in Back 4 Blood are more vocal than the infected in Left 4 Dead, often yelling and screaming more noticeably. Most of these screams are just random noises and grunts, but one scream that I and other players have heard stands out in a way that is 100% likely unintentional, but also 100% unfortunate. Oh, that, that's very good of you, Kotaku. That's very good of you. That is 100% likely unintentional. Yeah, like usually Kotaku, this isn't like you. This isn't like you. Look at you being fair. Twitter user at home BKE encountered a zombie in the beta that seemed to scream the N word as it ran at the player. His response was simple but understandable, asking, "What did you call me?" while shooting the zombie attacker. That was one of the clips that I've seen. A guy dealt with it like a champ. He just took it as a meme. Um, you can also hear the screaming question in a clip shared by YouTube. God damn it. In fact, here it is here. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it.
What did you call me?
Oh, God. Yeah, but I don't know if you could hear that there or if it was loud enough, but basically that was the screaming question. You can also hear the screaming question in a clip shared by YouTuber and streamer Dota Doya. In my own time with the game, I've heard the scream at least twice, and both times I wasn't sure what to think. Well, what you think is, that kind of sounds like the N word, even though you know it's not. I feel safe assuming the folks making the game didn't intentionally record or include a sound clip of a zombie yelling out a slur. Probably it's just a random guttural sound that comes off the wrong way, but the clip sounds so similar to the word that this early on before the game is released, it might not be a bad idea to change or remove it from the game altogether. Right, now, you know for a fact that these guys did not put that there and put in this climate. In this climate, they would have put that noise in there on purpose. I think if they caught it early, like any game developer studio right now in the 2021 climate, during playtesting, like if I was a game developer, right, and I was making this game and I was doing some playtesting and I heard that and I went, that kind of sounds like the N word. Even though I know it's not the N word, it's just a random guttural noise that a zombie's making, I would say remove that because all the usual suspects are going to scream about that and turn it into a big deal. Right, that's what I would do. Like, I don't for one second think that this was on purpose. Unless we've got a right spicy boy that works at Turtle Rock who was like, keep it in. Keep it in. We're doing it live. Make it go live right now. Kotaku has reached out to WB Games and Turtle Rock Studios about the scream. The beta for Back for Blood is so far proving to be a lot of fun, even if it doesn't quite live up to the high expectations of many Left 4 Dead fans, myself included, might have. Still, Valve ain't ever making a third game in the Left 4 Dead series, so this is the next best thing. Yeah, Valve just don't make games anymore. Like, the only time they really make a game is when they want to punt some hardware. Like, Half-Life Alyx, which I played, I bought the, I forget what it's called, but basically I bought the Steam VR kit and I played Half-Life Alyx, and Half-Life Alyx was excellent. It's a really good game, but the only reason that it got made was so Steam could punt their hardware. That was the only reason. Steam are a glorified GameStop at this point. They had all these phenomenal, fantastic IPs like Left 4 Dead, Portal, Half Life, Counter Strike, Team Fortress. Like all these grand, amazing IPs. Like during, I would say, the golden age of gaming, and they just abandoned all of them. I mean, these games are some of the biggest cultural, like, created the most memes, everybody knows them, and Valve just essentially abandoned all of it, just didn't bother with it anymore. So, I mean, that's their right, it's their IP, but, let's not pretend that the only reason Half-Life Alyx got made was so that they could punt some hardware. Um, Let's just get rid of that scream that sounds like an N-word, please. Update, WB Games sent over this comment explaining that the slur players are hearing isn't intentional. I mean, I could have told you that. As guessed by many. Instead, it is caused by two audio clips playing at the same time. Full comment below. Right, okay. So it's not even all the one clip. Our team has been made aware of offensive language that can be heard when playing the game. This was not recorded or ever intended to be part of our gameplay. The audio is a result of two different ridden growls that are playing simultaneously, and when heard together, it sounds like that word. We are working diligently to fix the issue, which should be completed either in time for the beta or when the game launches. And that's the end of the article. So basically what is going to happen is they're just going to delete one of the sound effects or replace it with a different one. So it's not even all the one sound effect, it's just some that when played together make it sound like it says that. It's like that children's toy phone, the one where, like, when you push the buttons in a certain way, it sounds like the toy's going motherfucker, motherfucker. It's like that. I don't know if you've seen that video. Look it up. Children's toy phone says motherfucker. I could have told you that. There is no way that a game studio, like, on purpose would put something like that in the game in this current climate. Right, as for Back 4 Blood itself, it looks okay. Looks alright. I mean, I was quite excited for it because we've had a big lull in video games right now, obviously since COVID and all that, and the games for the past little while have just looked awful. And when I saw Back 4 Blood, I was like, oh god, a throwback. We finally, like, a new Left 4 Dead, and it, like, see if you watch the gameplay, it's exactly like Left 4 Dead. Picking up pain pills and doing things, and it says doing this will summon the horde. Like, it plays exactly like Left 4 Dead. Even the tooltips and everything that appear on the screen are like Left 4 Dead, but doesn't even look like that much of a modern game. It's actually kind of, yeah, it was just quite disappointing. But hey ho, it's fine. This was obviously, I'm surprised Kotaku were so fair about it. Usually they would write, racist Turtle Rock, cancel them there, shut them down and everything, but, like, obviously this was just a big nothing burger. This was just we don't make mistakes, we just have happy little racist accidents. But yeah, problem solved. Nothing to worry about. I'm so sick of cancel culture. They should have kept it in the game. These people messing with artistic creativity. What am I racist zombies? Can't have anything. Can't have anything. These cancel culture warriors ruining, taking racist zombies out of my game. I'm sick of it. Aye, but anyway, the phrase is being removed from the game, so don't worry. There's nothing to worry about. You don't have to worry about zombies calling you the N word anymore.